Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I'm going to give a special lecture on Internet of Things IoT platforms. So this topic is important because it's related to the lab that you're going to do this week and also next week. So first, what is IoT, Internet of Things? So an IoT platform is an integrated suite of components that enable development and deployment of application, interaction between device, things, and cloud application. For example, this diagram is a real-time flight detection system deployment. So basically, we have sensors that we put at the drainage, at the sewer and river, so that we can detect, for example, flight. So the data we need to store it. So the best thing is to store it in an IoT platform database because it's easier for us to monitor and also to analyze the data retrieved from the sensors. So from this diagram, we have sensor node here placed at the river. We have a gateway to connect the sensor to the internet, and we have a cloud server, which is our IoT platform. And then next, we need to have a user interface for example, for the root user, for the authority to monitor the flight. So the next point is remote data collection and analysis. I already explained it at the second point. Provide secure connectivity, monitor, manage, and control connected device and infrastructure. For example, the sensor we place in the river is far away, so it's better to connect through the internet. Integration with third-party system. For example, you can create an apps to monitor the flight that happens in one area. So this is the IoT development, or what we call evolution. It's basically start in 1992. The first one that did is Novel Nest, and then started in 2012. We add GPS sensor and also RFID in our watch, in our clothes for detection, for tracking. For example, this is one of the IoT application. So how exactly IoT works? So we have device connected to internet, and then we have the IoT platform for data storing and also analytics, and lastly an apps or web browser web page to do the insight, to view or to monitor the devices. So basically there are two types of IoT application. It is for consumer first, and the second is for the enterprise. So for the IoT ecosystem for consumer, for example, application is the tracking behavior, optimization of resources and their consumption, and sensor driven decision making. So this one has been done or has been implemented by Nest, Apple, Vera, Bedit, Luna, and others. And for the enterprise, the common application example are process optimization, resource consumption optimization across network, autonomous system in open and complex environment, and sensor-driven decision making through deep analysis. This is more for enterprise. For companies that have multiple devices that need to be monitored. These are the example of the Internet of Things landscape in 2016. Basically, in 2016, there's a lot of companies that apply and implement IoT. And right now in 2020, I believe it's twice or thrice than these numbers. So there are two main segments for the IoT. First, for technology sector focus, and second is the industry segment focus. So for the technology, more are focused on semiconductor processor, communication network, development tools, and analytics. And for industry segment focus, is more for home automation, healthcare, automotive and autonomous vehicle, enterprise, industry, and manufacturing. So these are the 5 main reference architecture that need to be considered if you want to implement the IoT application. First are the sensor, which is the device, and then the connectivity, which is the device need to be connected to internet, and then there's a data integration and ingestion, and also storage analytics and query. This is the IoT platform function. And lastly, for the visualization, basically there's a few IoT platforms that also provide the visualization, but you can also develop an apps to do the visualization and monitoring by extracting or getting the data from the storage database. So basically, why choose an IoT platform? To accelerate innovation and solution development. To develop solution will bring agility, speed, and focus to IoT development speed. So because it's easier to use the IoT platform rather than you create your own database, and then you need to do a lot of coding to get the data from the sensor, and then also to send the data to the apps. So no need to acquire software and hardware codes. Cost of in-house development of common component is too high. So it's best to outsource by using the IoT platform available. For example, ThingSpeak that we're going to do in the lab today. The platform essential. There are few platform essential that you need to know. First is the build and integration. So the thing here is you need to know the API. So what is API? So API is application program interface, a software intermediary that allows two applications to talk to each other. Each time you use an app like Facebook, send an instant message or check the weather on your phone, you are using an API. So API is the intermediary method to communicate between two applications. The next platform sensor that you need to know is manage device and also things. So we need to have a real-time access management, performance monitoring. Platform should control provision, maintenance, and operation of connected device, and provide log and also statistic. If there's an error, it also can handle the error and reporting and also troubleshooting. The third platform session is the connection. So we need to have a connection, or either of course a gateway, or you're using a mobile internet. So it's up to you. The thing is you need to connect the sensor or the device to the internet. So it's also need to support multiple or million devices at one time. So the platform also need to be secure, device-based security, authentication and authorization, secure and outcome, and also device registry. All these need to have in the IoT platform. And lastly, the IoT platform need to have the capability for analyze the data. So analytics to provide relevant and meaningful insight. So you have a raw data, you need to analyze it to be meaningful, and then you can present it to the user so that the user will understand easier. So support different type of analytics. For example, ThingSpeak IoT platform has integrated of MATLAB analytics software, so it's easier for you to do the analysis using the MATLAB because it's integrated with the IoT platform. So I will talk about the ThingSpeak. So ThingSpeak is the IoT platform that we're going to use. So we have to create a sensor and then connect to the IoT platform. So from the sensor, the IoT platform will store the data and also can do the analytics of the data. So what you need to do is to retrieve the data from the ThingSpeak and create an apps for the monitoring of the data of the sensor. Sorry. So this is the example of the website of the ThingSpeak. So you can check the location of the sensor, you can get the data, and also you can do analytics and do some calculation for the data that you receive from the sensor. So that's all for today. I think you can understand what is IoT platform from this lecture. So you can continue your lab today and watch the video. Okay, thank you. Bye.